If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati BearCats. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati BearCats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. So Cincinnati's offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
With the catch, it's Clemens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field. Difficult on our opponent.
So Memphis offense will go to work for the first time today. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going. They had to get him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hard running there. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Trying to find his man in the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pugh. unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that
he lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Pugh. Here comes the heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Found the seam on the left.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Pugh. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using the quick game. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end, and they'll knock him down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Bearcats have moved it inside the 20. To the air, it's Pugh. Here's the pressure. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack.
He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking to throw, it's Pugh. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. QB draw. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Got enough for the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Pugh. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger.
Touchdown, Bearcats! He would not be denied.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2000.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bearcats! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing.
Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Memphis will be forced to punt. A sky-high punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Now facing a 3rd and long. on the option to give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 18-yard line.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Beck's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Leads it with the back. There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Running to Green. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He smashes his way through again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Quick completion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Now it's first and 10 from the 46-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll mark it down at the 30.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Leaves it with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Kinsey. Is on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack corner.
Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bearcats is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. On the run, it's Edwards. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Working on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Delivers the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football, or do I need to throw this thing?
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not...
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense finally got some momentum going their way. The offense has had some success. Now you got them in the perfect situation, predictable situation, 3rd and long passing situation.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Number 44, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Shakes off the defender. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides to back and leaves it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Running. Like a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be